Hey guys, welcome back to another vlog. So today we are going to be modifying this Royal Enfield to a single seat configuration, swapping out these two seats for a single seat foldable configuration. Rear rack too, like this one is really heavy, this one, and check out if it's going to be comfortable.
When it comes to the seat especially, I really do feel that the seat,
Take it out for a spin
swap பண்ணிக்கலாம் வண்டி.
and tell you guys, maybe if you have a Royal Enfield, should you change your double seat to a single seat, or it's just fancy looks. Let's get started. So actually swapping out the seat in a Royal Enfield is pretty darn easy. And spoiler alert, this is not my bike. This is Dinesh's bike and this is Dinesh. So he's already fixing up his Insta360 to get some dope shots of the seat modification. Maybe a time lapse would be really helpful. At the same time, swapping out the seat in the Royal Enfield is very easy. So you just got 3 screws here and 3 screws on the other side, and 2 more near the tank section, which needs to be swapped out in order for the seat to come out. And the seat that we already got is going to be mounting just right on it. I really wish that my bike had some kind of modifications like this so that we could do it on the run. This is the seat that we got. So this is going to be the main seat in which the rider sits, and this seat can come out in case if you want to have a pillion on, or you can just fold it in. It goes under this so that the bike looks really dope. And I actually decided to swap out a few things in the dominar also while we're getting it fixed. So we did take out the knuckle guards because they were just there for fancy stuff. They didn't actually serve a purpose, and I didn't really like the design of that. And we did take off the rear rack too. Like this one is really heavy. This one alone should be somewhere around 1.5 maybe 2 kilos, and it was actually making the rear really heavy, which I didn't like it. And the looks were also not that great, but now the bike does look far better. So we have to get the standard seat rings that used to come, the grab handles which used to come in the back side, which is a 2-piece one. So I have ordered that one from Bajaj, but you've still not got it. But until then, I think this should do. So the dominar's work was complete probably in like 10-15 minutes or so. It was just some bolts that we have to take out and get the things out. But for this bike, especially the Royal Enfield, in the beginning of the video I said I wish I had a bike like this which I could easily modify, but it was not an easy task. I mean, you can see Dinesh, she's sweating like anything, because by the time we take out both the seats, it was almost 1.5-2 hours, because the bolts were like really tight. We had to put the WD-40, hammer it down, and then take it out. So fitting the seats back in. So let's see how this one works.
So we just started the ride and we were a little confused on the timings basically, because we expected the seat thing to be done within quite some time. You know, we expected the timing to be somewhere around half an hour max, and we would be done. But the thing what happened was all the bolts and the nuts and screws were so tight in the bike, and the bike is almost 3 to 4 years old, right? So it was really tight, and at the same time we did take longer than we expected, and 2 bolts just won't come out until we take it to a mechanic and use an hydraulic hydraulic spanner, that is the one which works with air, for it to open up. So until then it just won't open up. So we had to just wait there for the entire thing to be opened up, and then take the bike out for a trial run, and then get it out to the main road. And the main thing was, we really wanted to take the bike out on a spin so that we get to know that if the seat is sitting there properly, and we do have comfort, because we are actually planning to go on a longer trip. So we're taking both the bikes. We're taking the Dominar as well as the Bullet. So he's going to be taking the Bullet, that is the Royal Enfield Classic, and I'm going to be taking my Domi. So before we go, we just wanted to make sure that everything in both bikes are proper. So the first ride is coming up really soon. Like I told you guys in the previous video, we are actually planning to do it in the first week of the coming month, that is August. So before that, we wanted to just make sure that everything in the bikes are perfect and they kind of do match my driving style basically. So now we did two things on the dominar so far. So we have just taken out the knuckle guards, which were just there for fancy purposes. It was not serving any other purpose, just other than just looking odd on the bike, because I seriously did not like the way that these handle guards, knuckle guards were there. They are not serving a purpose. So if they do serve a purpose, if they don't look good also, that is fine. But these were not serving any purpose. They were just there for a fancier look for the bike. At the same time, I didn't like the way they looked. So looks are subjective, you might like it, but I clearly did not like it. So I just took them off, and now my hands feel a little more comfortable because I have leverage to operate the levers and all of that, because the knuckle guard on the left hand side, it was actually playing around with my hand a little. And the major thing was, I really did not like the way the bike looked with the rear what do you call it, rear luggage carrier which was there. That is a great fit. It comes right from Bajaj, so that is a great option. But at the same time, it was heavy. I knew it was heavy, and at the same time I didn't like the way it looked, because the Dominars really got a great rear end, but at the same time it was kind of messing around with the looks. I didn't really like the way it looked, so we just took it off. And the biggest advantage of taking it off was, now the bike looks really good when you look at it from the back. And the other thing is, I can clearly see the weight difference, because that was heavy. It was completely made out of metal, excellently built, and if you're taking it on a long run and you're mounting luggages in there, it is not going anywhere, that is for sure. But at the same time, it was really heavy. So using the bike, taking it into corners, or moving around in everyday traffic, or just some ins and out like this, you could feel the weight. So now as that is gone in the back, the bike feels a lot more plush, a lot more planted to ride, and the rear feels a lot more less heavy compared to how it was now. The Bangalore climate today actually kind of looks really good. The sky is kind of clear, but still we do have some grey clouds, so it might rain. So before it rains, we will have to get back home, because this was just like a trial run that I wanted to do once the weight reduction is done on the Dominar. As well as I also wanted to try out how is the seat and stuff in Dinesh's bike, the Royal Enfield. But I clearly have no idea where he is. Like, he's completely gone missing. Like, we both did start up at the same time from home, but I don't know where he is right now because of the traffic. We just got mixed up. So he got onto the elevator before me, so he did tell me that. I really did ask him to go slow so that I could catch up with him, but in close proximity I don't really see him anywhere on the elevator. So anyways, even if I'm not getting a hang of him while I'm riding too, I must be able to see him here, and yes, I do see him here. ரொம்ப நாள் கழிச்சு நின்னுங்கறாங்கல, இப்ப எல்லா இடத்துல நிக்க ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணிட்டாங்கன்னு நினைக்கிறேன். சரியா ஸ்வாப் பண்ணிக்கலாம் வண்டி. So we just stopped on the elevator here, so we're going to be switching the bike, because I wanted to see, why am I stabbering so much? I wanted to see how the seat on the 350 Royal Enfield is, because looks like a good fit actually. Okay guys, to be honest, the difference between riding these two motorcycles is completely different. Because one thing is, though there he goes in my bike in the front, the biggest difference is this bike actually feels so smaller after you come from the Dominar, because the Dominar has got a really big front end and there's nothing in front when it comes to the Royal Enfield. and that is one good thing. I feel lighter. And when it comes to the seat especially, I really do feel that the seat is really comfortable. I kind of feel that the seat is more comfortable than the seat that was initially there in the Classic 350 actually, because the previous one was a little low and was too soft for my liking, because I have taken this bike out on longer runs, and when you take it out on longer runs, your bum kind of starts aching after a particular time basically. With this seat, it actually feels a little more comfortable than the company seat. That is surprising. And it actually doesn't cost a lot too. I don't have the exact price with me right now. I will update it here somewhere. And the other thing that feels so weird for me right now is the exhaust note, because what I really felt was the Dominar's got a really loud exhaust, and I was really worried before I took the Dominar out for the first run, because is the exhaust not going to be really loud so that it hinders in with the audio that is being recorded, that is my voice. But this exhaust note is way too louder than the Dominar's exhaust note. So I clearly have no idea how the exhaust sounds, but I am kind of enjoying the ride with the Classic 350, because it has been quite some time that I have driven this bike, especially taken it out on these roads. And one more thing that is really close to my heart is, when it comes to this road, why I take this road more often is, we used to travel in the same road, that is me and Dinesh, for close to 3 years straight, because our college was there in Electronic City. It was in Hebgodi, that was St. Francis de Sales. So we used to travel from all the way over from Silk Boat to there. So the first 1 year went on in the first 1 month went on in bus, because after the first 1 month he got a bike, so he had another bike before this one. But so many sweet memories that we have traveling in this road, because to be honest, we are not actually planning it to be like any normal motovlog where we just take the bikes out and just go out and just talk to the camera. It is not going to be like that. It is going to be kind of different. Well, you can ask me, Christo, well, yes, that is what you've been doing for the past 3-4 weeks on YouTube. That is, you're just riding and talking to the camera, yes. But the main reason for that is I wanted to document each and every move that I'm doing before I start up with anything big on this channel. So the big stuff, the more interesting stuff, is definitely going to be the travel and the travel films that we're going to be doing. We're going to be traveling on the bike as well as the car. Both of the things are going to be a part of this channel. But I wanted to document everything, you know. It was so, YouTube will kind of work like a zone where I'm doing both. Like, I am documenting the whole journey that I'm going to have, because we have no idea how far it is going to go, but I'm pretty sure that I want to take it quite far. So as far as I can take it, the entire memory lane is going to be stuck up in YouTube, and that is going to be something really impressive. Okay, we did cross the toll. We need fuel, so we need fuel for both the bikes. And I tell them, okay, go to the fuel station and let's swap the bike, because for my preference the exhaust sound is too heavy. So there he is in my dummy. எவ்வளோ போலீஸ்ரா இங்கெல்லாம் பார்த்தியா போலீஸு எக்கச்சக்கமாக நின்னுங்கிறாங்க. இல்லை நின்னுங்கிறாங்க. Okay, so we are back on the dummy. So as we have come so far, we decided, why not go and visit a chai shop that we used to always go and visit when we were at college times, basically, because I don't think so we can get back to basically get back home anytime soon, because if you guys see the traffic that side, you really wouldn't want to go back to Silk Boat again, because it's that traffic heavy actually. So I'm pretty sure that you guys also must be having similar kind of memories, or even better memories that you guys must be sharing with your friends when you guys used to go to college times, or if you guys are still going to college, if you're like that young going to college. It is pretty amazing time, guys. Have the most out of it. Make the most out of your college memories, because once you complete your studies and college and you start working and all of that, whenever you go that side, all of these sweet memories are going to be coming back. They keep going to be hitting you hard. I am following him right behind his tail and I can hear the exhaust still here. It is that loud. I really hope that you guys don't hear it as much as I do, and it could be a little piece. So this is the place that we spent almost 3 years, 3 full years, including the exams, maybe 3.5. St. Francis de Sales. Now the college is autonomous, but that time it was affiliated to Bangalore University. Amazing memories. Same place for 3 years. It doesn't matter if you went to classes or not, actually. When it comes to us, it doesn't actually matter if you went to class or not. But we had fun. Huh? Pakad road. Enda college ku 5 varsha aachuna maranduruviya. It has been quite some time, right? It's been like close to 5 years since we came this side. So it's totally forgotten which road it is. Well, if you guys ask me, Kristo, don't you know? Well, no, I don't know. Because more than attending classes, I spend most of my time in the canteen and outside. Not even coming towards college when I used to be in degree. But one thing is, this place has never changed. It is still exactly the same road, same buildings, and the same traffic. And the same chai shop and the same uncle.
So we stopped here, the adda that we had before 5 years actually. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. I know it was full mumbling of myself, but if you guys really liked it, go ahead, hit the like button, subscribe for more, and there's tons of content coming your way. And to be honest, this seat is actually comfortable. This is way more comfortable than the standard seat that comes with the Classic 350. And hopefully the next video that we're going to be talking about is going to be in some great location, because we are actually planning to drive. And the dominar also looks pretty good.
Until then, stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Take care.